What you'll see are a bunch of slides below that are ready for you to type your name and claim one. That's how other people will know that that's your slide. Please don't touch it. I'm working on that one. Go ahead and grab a slide, type your name in the yellow box, and you're going to think of a rule. It can be anything. There's a lot of triangles on the left and the right. And if these triangles happen to follow your rule, you'll put them inside the oval. If they don't follow your rule, you'll put them outside the oval. And if you're just not sure yet, leave them off the screen, or if they just don't apply, leave them off the screen. And we're going to take just a few minutes to create an example of your rule, but don't tell anyone it. This is yours for now. Again, type your name in one of the yellow boxes to claim it for you. Other people will know that's yours. And move those triangles in to create your rule. Lisa asked a great question. Do you need to use every triangle? Nope, that's just a starting selection to get you thinking. Again, there's some triangles off to the left and the right of your slide, and those are for you to move them in. The next part of this routine is to up your level of thinking. Now, when I give you images, all you're doing is analyzing, does it fit, does it not? But I want you to increase the rigor here, and I want you to think of other images from the web that you can bring in here. So now you're doing a web search. One way of doing that is copying and pasting. Another is insert image and then the little search the web choice. And you can find literally anything from a slice of pizza to a beach ball. Put it either inside the oval or outside the oval to really strengthen your rule. At any time, if you would like to get inspiration from your peers, go ahead and view some other slides. Once you get an idea, go search the web and add it to yours. Try to think of some real-world images, examples and non-examples. love seeing all the pictures. It's helping me to solidify my thinking of your rule, and I'm about ready to guess some of them. All right, so thinking pedagogically, you started out sorting images that I found. Then you had a search for your own images, which increases that level of thinking. And now you're going to start guessing other people's rule. But you're not going to start typing in there, like, don't just type in the answer. Go search for an image on the web and add it to the slide below yours, either inside the oval or outside the oval, based on their rule that you think it is. Laura, you're the last one, so you'll just loop up to the top. So see if you can add an image to somebody else's. It looks like we have a new image on almost all the slides. So once you've guessed somebody else's, put that image in. You can go back to your own slide and make any corrections that need to be made, and now type your rule in the box. Make any corrections on your slide and type your rule so we know it. Yes, the blue box. Yep, the one that says keep it secret for now. Go ahead and tell us your rule. And Stacy, you're on slide 9. I'm really curious if you wouldn't mind sharing with us a little bit more about the at least point here. Why do you think it's good to sort and classify with the idea of at least?
It's one of the things that students ignore, that particular wording. And so they'll just see 2 and just only put all the ones that have 2 equal sides and just completely ignore any equilaterals. So just something I like to always hit them with.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting, different countries, different states have different rules for things like trapezoids. Either they are a type of parallelogram or they're not, they're exclusive. Same thing with triangles. Sometimes equilateral are a part of this kind and sometimes they're exclusive. So it's really interesting to look at the rule and whether or not they use that word at least. Awesome. And then let's come down to which one was it? We had a lot of congruent at least. And then on slide 12, Roanna, you've got scalene right triangles. Are there any that you had a focus on, like that are scaling that are not right, or ones that are right and not scaling?
I just thought about it because just randomly when I was trying to sort the triangles, I thought why not look at only right angle triangles and which are not right angles. Then I observed that it could also be, then I got to know that there is a scalene and an isosceles triangle within the right angles. And that is why I went further into bifurcating only right angle triangles.
Lovely. And I like how you brought in the measuring by angles and measuring by sides in the same thing. And so we could get into some great discussions about that. So, folks, what I'm hoping from this routine you gathered is a couple of really important things. One of them being simply classroom management. You were all engaged the entire time. There was always something to do, something else you can add, which definitely can support us in making sure all of our students are engaged. But on slide 16, I have the protocol of how we can make this task more rigorous each step of the way. The students are the ones who create the rule. They're the ones who show it with your pieces. That'll help them stay on the objective or big idea. Then they search, then they guess it through a search. And each of these brings up that level of thinking a little higher.